Hello, good morning everyone. So welcome to this morning yoga practice. Today we're going to do a half hour, 30 minutes of morning gentle, slow flow. This class will be suitable for all levels, so you're welcome to do any modifications or take any rest when your body needs. We will not need any props, but if you have any blocks or straps, you are welcome to use it. Alright, so before we start, let's take a few moments here to just settle into this practice. Simply close your eyes, gently resting your hands on top of your knees, feeling your sit bones connected to the mat, to the earth beneath you. Just finding a nice and tall spine. Allowing your shoulders to relax away from your ears. Starting to soften all your facial muscles. Relax your eyelid, relax your chin. Simply give yourself a moment here to fully arrive. Letting go of any thoughts. Simply observe how you feel. And slowly switching all your awareness into your breath. Simply noticing the ongoing and outgoing of your breath as you inhale, how your belly expands, and as you exhale, your belly contracts. Allow your breath to be the way as it is. Now we are going to take a little bit control of our breath. So see if you can match your exhalation the same length as your inhalation. Maybe applying the count of numbers. So as you inhale, you can count to 5 and exhale, count to 5. Just noticing how your breaths make you more relaxed. How your body started to soften. And slowly you can let go of the count of numbers and just return back to your natural breathing. Simply observe this beautiful state you've created within you. Now before we start, I invite you to set intention for this practice or maybe for the rest of your day. So really use this moment to set the tone for the rest of the day. The mornings are really powerful time for us. Whenever you are ready, you can gently open up your eyes. So let's start inviting some gentle movements back to our body, starting to awaken our body by making some circles. So keep our sit bones, our glutes. Keep our sit bones glued to the mat, simply making a circle with our spine. The movement comes from the base of the spine. And we switch to the opposite direction. And slowly making yourself back to center. Okay, on your next inhale, reach your arms up, bring your palms together. And exhale, bring our right hand on top of the left knee. And just bend your body towards your right side, finding a big side body stretch. Inhale, coming back to center, then bring our left hand on the back. So finding a gentle twist. You can gaze towards your left shoulder. Inhale, bring yourself back to center, palms touching. And exhale, left hand on top of the right knee and bending towards the left side. Keep your both sit bones on the mat. Inhale, back to center, then bring your right hand back, finding a twist. Inhale, coming back to center, palms up, lengthening, reaching your arms as high as you can. And exhale, slowly fold forward, reaching your fingertips forward, bow down towards the mat. Then we're going to walk our fingertips towards the right side, like drawing a circle. Then back to center and towards the left side. Inhale, coming back to center and slowly walking your fingertips towards you and rolling our body up. Okay, now let's continue. We're going to switch to transition to the tabletop. So all fours, finding our shoulders over our wrists, our knees underneath our hips, finding a neutral spine. Okay, so from here, a few rounds of cat and cows to warm up our spine. So as you inhale, drop your belly in, opening up your chest, gaze look up, tuck your tailbone out, and exhale, round your spine, tailbone in, gaze look towards your chest. Inhale, belly in, gaze look up, and exhale, round your spine, chin to your chest. So you're welcome to continue on your own pace. So we're just observing this movement of your spine, how it is moving, and connecting the movement with your breath. Moving gently and slowly. Last round, and we will meet back to center. Alright, so keep our spine straight. On your next inhale, swiping your right arm up towards the sky, opening up your chest. And exhale, right arm goes underneath your left armpit. So thread the needle. You can bring your right ear down towards the mat. Left hand either stay where it is or reach it forward or lift up towards the sky. So whichever variation your body needs. Trying to point your chest towards the spine. You can feel a gentle twist from your back. Maybe left hand can even go back to reach the inner side. One more breath here. On your next inhalation, bring your left hand back to center, pressing through your left hand to reach your right arm up. And exhale, release back to center. Okay, let's do the other side. Inhale, swiping your left arm back up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle on the other side. So your right arm can reach it forward, lifting up over the sky, up to the sky, or sending it back, finding a twist. Really trying to open your chest area. Your next inhalation, right hand back to center, pressing through your right palm, lifting that left arm. Exhale, release. Okay, so now keep our hips on top of on top of our knees, we're going to simply walking our hands forward as far as you can reach. Then we're going to bow down our foreheads, finding a big puppy stretch. You should feel a big opening through your shoulders, through your armpit. Deep breath here. Your next inhale, lifting up your gaze. Keep your hands where it is. Simply drop your forearm down. Okay, so stay with me. We're going to slide forward, slide our hips forward, finding a Sphinx pose. So at this point, you might need to adjust your position. Either you walk your hips back or walking your forearms forward. So your shoulders should be on top of your elbows, starting to press you through your forearms to lifting up your chest as high as you can. Really point your sternum up towards the sky. Draw the crown of your head upwards. Keep deep breathing here. For the last breath, you can stay here, or maybe if you want to go deeper into this back bend, you can straighten your arms into a seal pose. Really pressing through your hand in this case. Take a big last inhale and exhale. Release your forehead down. So we're going to place our hands next to our rib cage and sending our hips back. Tuck your toes under, finding our first downward facing dog. So spreading your fingertips wide. It doesn't matter if you couldn't touch your heel towards the mat. Simply noticing the sensations on the back of your legs. Maybe adding some movement here by walking your dog, bend one knee after another. Stretch out your hamstrings, your calf muscles. Really suck your belly in, pointing your tailbone up towards the sky. Okay, then coming back to center, gaze look in between your hands. We're going to take baby steps towards the top of the mat. Coming in between your hands. You can bring your feet hip distance apart. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold forward, micro bend your knees as much as you need. Maybe grab the opposite elbows, a little bit ragdoll fall here. Swing yourself side to side, allowing your upper body to head heavy here. There's no tension on your neck. Just releasing all the tensions on your lower back. And slowly swing yourself back to center. You can release your arms. Okay, pressing through your feet. We're going to roll our upper body up inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra. Coming back to standing. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, use our right hand, pulling our left hand towards right side. A big side body stretch. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, open your arms towards your left side. Inhale, arms back to center. And exhale, left hand pulling towards your left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, open your palms towards your right side. Keep your hips facing towards the top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Back to center. And exhale, cactus your arms, bend your elbows. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Once again, inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, coming back to center, last time. Exhale, cactus your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now we're going to straighten our arms, interlace our hands, our fingers. Take big inhale here. And exhale slowly, we're going to dive forward. Keep your knee bent as much as you need. Coming to this ragdoll fall once again with our arms, with a big stretch of our shoulders. You may want to sway yourself side to side. So be careful with your shoulders. If you have very tight shoulders, just be gentle with yourself. So I found this is a really excellent posture for the early morning to stretch out our stiff back, upper backs especially. Okay, and slowly coming back to center, release your hands down carefully. Bring your hands to the mat. And we're going to zigzagging our feet, opening our stance, pointing your toes out, heels in, and starting to send our hips down. Okay, so you can always use the help of your hands to bring yourself down, finding a Malasana Yogi squat stance. Then maybe join your hands together. Just allowing your hips to open. Deep breath here. Relaxing your shoulders. Reconnecting with your body, reconnecting with your breath. And slowly we're going to release. You can bring your hands down. And again, using the help of your hands to push your hips up and closing your stance. Coming back to maybe hip distance apart. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pressing through your feet slowly, lifting yourself up. Join your palms together. And exhale, release palms, arms by your sides. Excellent. So now we are going to do a few rounds of sun salutation to really work our whole body, creating a little bit heat here. So first, step to the top of your mat. You can either bring your feet together or hip distance apart. So whichever is more convenient for you. So for me, I like to bring my feet together. Actively pressing through your heels, your feet to lift yourself up even taller. So really visualizing yourself stand up tall like high mountain here. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Engage your quads. Engage your core muscles. Relaxing your jaw. Soften your gaze. Whenever you are ready, on your next inhalation, reach your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, dive forward towards your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward, planting your palms, bend your knees as much as you need, and step our right leg back. Then the left one, come to a high plank pose. So engage your core here. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Then drop your knee, chest and chin, hug your elbows in. Knee, chest, chin on the mat. Inhale, slide forward, lifting it up into the cobra. And exhale, sending your hips back, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. So reaching your tailbone up high as you can. Actively pressing through your palms, spreading your fingertips wide. Deep breath here. On your next inhalation, gaze look in between your hands. We're going to step our right foot forward. Then the left one, come back to the halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly lifting our body up. Reach our palms together. And exhale, Samastiti. Release. You can release your hands. Let's do one more round. Right? So keep finding your high mountain pose Tadasana. Whenever you are ready, inhale. Arms reaching up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward, planting your palms and step yourself back into a high plank pose. Stay here for one breath, really pushing your belly towards your spine. Then we're going to drop our knee, chest and chin, hug your elbows in, elbows next to your rib cage. Inhale, slide forward, lifting up into Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, sending those hips back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep breath here, feeling the lengthening through your legs. Super strong arms here. And your next inclination, gaze look in between your hands. Step your one foot forward, then the left one. Come back to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly rise up high, sending those arms back again. And exhale, release. Okay. Well done. Let's do last round. So come back to the high mountain. Whenever you are ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Your spine is flat. Exhale, fold forward, step or jump back into a high plank pose. This time, either knee chest chain or finding your chaturanga. So in chaturanga, we're going to lowering down slowly using engaging your core, bending into your elbows before you touch the floor. Inhale, lifting it up into a upward facing dog. And exhale, sending those hips up, downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 deep breaths. Your next inclination, gaze look in between your hands and step or jump forward this time. Come back to the halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly coming back into the standing, sending those arms together. And exhale, Samastiti, hands in front of your chest. You can release your hands by your side. Taking this moment to simply noticing any difference in your body. Noticing how is your heartbeat, how is your breath. Reconnecting with your intention. Alright, whenever you are ready, we're going to continue. So we're going to do a little bit flow sequence. Whenever you are ready, let's continue. Inhale, sending those arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, plant your palms, step or jump back into the high plank pose. And slowly lowering down into the chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, on your next inhale, sending that right leg up high towards the sky, 3-legged dog. And gaze look in between your hands. We're going to step that foot in between our hands. Okay, then drop our left knee down. Can keep our right knee on top of the right ankle. And sending those arms up, low lunge, Vinyasa. So keep pushing our hips down and forward with each breath. Feeling the opening through our hips, left, right side of the hips. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Then we're going to bring our hands down back to the mat and started to shift our hips back. So straighten our front leg, coming to a half split. So working on our hamstrings. If you have any knee problems, please put some padding on your right and left knee. Right, so at this point, you should feel some stretch on your right hamstring, pointing your toes. Okay, so adding some movements here. Inhale, moving our hips forward and stepping our right foot. Exhale, sending it back. Okay. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Inhale, moving forward, coming back to the low lunge stance and lifting up through our left toes, Simply moving your hips down, hips backward and forward. Then planting through your palms, we're going to step our right leg back, high plank. Then finding your vinyasa here, lowering down into a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's take a deep breath here before we do the other side. Okay, whenever you are ready, on your next inhalation, send your left leg up, high towards the sky. Exhale, step it in between your hands and drop your right knee down this time, finding an Vinyasa, sending those arms up high. Keep pushing those hips down and forward. So your left knee should be on top of your left ankle, forming a 90-degree angle. Then bring your hand down. We're going to come into a half split. So simply shifting our hips back, straighten that left leg. Feeling the stretch on your left hamstring, pointing your toes. Stay here for one more breath. And adding some movement here. Your next inhale, coming back to the Vinyasa. Exhale, moving our hips back. Once again, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good job. Let's continue. Inhale, step our front foot forward and lifting our right leg this time and simply shifting our weight backward and forward, finding some stretch on the right toes, right foot. Then planting through your palms, we're going to step it back into a high plank pose and slowly lowering down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you're welcome to stay in this down dog or finding a child's pose. Whatever your body needs here. Take a moment to pause, to reconnect with your breath. Whenever you are ready to continue, you can slowly moving yourself out and bring your hips up again into a downward facing dog. Now we are going to open our feet to open our stance. Bring our feet mat width apart. Bring our toes out, heels in, and bend into our knees and slowly sending our hands, working our hands back. So we find ourselves once again into a malasana. So this is our second time into malasana, simply noticing if there's any difference compared to the first time. You're welcome to join your hands in prayer. You can use your elbows to help to open your knees even wider, pointing your glutes down. Again, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your head. 3 deep breaths here. Now let's move on. Maybe use the help of your hands or without. We're going to bring our hips down to the mat and sending our legs forward. Maybe you want to adjust your position to the middle of the mat. Keep our leg stretched out in front of us. Maybe moving your hips left to right. So sit up nice and tall. We're going to take a big inhale to bring our hands together, lengthening our spine. And exhale, fold forward towards our legs, towards our feet. So your hands either resting on your feet keep your palms facing up towards the sky, or maybe even make a bind. So whatever your body is accessible today, just accept it. So the point here is just to allow our lower back to relax. You can also find a little bit stretch on your hamstrings. Deep breath here. With each exhalation, allow your forehead to be closer towards your legs. One more breath here. And maybe use the help of your hands to push yourself up, lifting up your gaze. Okay, now we're going to bring our right knee into our chest and step that right foot outer edge of our left leg, sending our right hand back on our hips. Inhale, lifting our left arm up, and exhale, left elbow outer edge of our right knee, finding a twist. If your neck feels okay, you can gaze look towards your right shoulder. So your left elbow should be pressing against your right knee. Allowing yourself to twist a little bit deeper with each exhalation. Last breath here. And slowly bring yourself back to center. Release your legs forward. Maybe give it a shake. Okay, let's do the other side. Bring our left knee into our chest and bring it to the outer edge of our right leg. And sending our left hand back. Inhale, right arm up. Reach that arm as high as you can, and exhale, twisting towards our left side. Maybe gaze look towards your left shoulder. Deep breathing here. And slowly bring yourself back to center. Stretch out your legs, give it a shake. Then we're going to lie down completely towards the mat. Bring our back towards the mat. Alright, now we're going to bend into our knees, bring our feet hip distance apart. Try to bring our feet as closer as possible towards our hips. Bring our palms next to our body, palms facing down. So preparing for the bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. So whenever you are ready, pressing through your hands, your feet, lifting up your hips as high as you can. Really squeezing into those glute muscles. Trying to bring your knees closer to each other. Instead of externally rotating, bring it, squeeze it in. So your whole back are squeezing, really lifting up your hips as high as you can. Stay here for 3, 2, 1, and release. You can bring your knees into your chest, hug your knees in, simply rocking yourself side to side. Give yourself a little bit gentle massage on your back. And we're going to point our bottom of the feet towards the sky and opening up our knees. You can use your hand to grab the outer edge of your feet, finding a happy baby pose. So you're welcome to rock yourself left to right. Really inviting your hips to open. Gently invite your body to slow down your breath. Whenever you are ready, you can bring your feet together and sending it forward, release it forward, coming into our last posture, Shavasana, allowing your legs to be wider than your shoulders, palms facing up towards the sky. So really finding a comfortable position that you can stay for at least 4 to 5 minutes. So I highly recommend you to not skip the Shavasana. I know it's hard when you are practice at home, but this is really essential part about yoga, about surrender, using this time to fully integrate all the benefit of this practice. Just allowing yourself to completely be here. So you're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you need. So you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you need. I'm really grateful for sharing this practice with you and looking forward to practice with you again. Thank you so much. Namaste.